Okay, let's take a quick look at what we like to call Vert. So Vert is our platform as a service, and we have three different experiences that we'd like to showcase. The first one being the CLI. So using Vert, you can create, delete, get objects, and also you can log in using the CLI. So first, let's try creating an account. So if I do Vert create, it will tell me what all I can create, which are accounts, applications, and networks. Let's create an account first. Let me call it demo Vert and give it a password. Say foobar. So it's going to create a user, create a project for the user, and then create a role that's going to link it both together. And it's done. So now let's try to log in. So demo Vert toolbar. So it's created an RC file for me, which I can source. Now let's create a network first. Create network, and I need to pass the mandatory CIDR argument. So 14.14.14.55/24. So under the hood, what this is going to do is it's going to use heat templates. Let's look at how it's going to look like. Demo bar. And when heat is enabled on OpenStack, you will see the orchestration tab and you will see stacks. As you can see, there is a demo Vert network, which was successfully created. The template that we used created a router, a network, a subnet, and an interface that connects the router. So as you can see, it's all stitched up together. Now we can go ahead and create an application. Let's create application, let's call it Cirrus test, and say type equal to Cirrus and flavor equal to m1.tiny. So this is going to go ahead and provision. And if I come back here, you can see that the creation is in progress. And if you look at it, it would show you the entire topology. It was going to try to create a port and use that port to spin up a VM. You can also look at that in the status in the CLI. So Vert get application Cirrus test. So the creation is complete, and there is a public IP that I can use to verify. So SSH Cirrus at public IP. Oops. So I'm in the Cirrus VM right now. I can also look at my quota by doing get quotas. And I can also go ahead and delete the application. So Cirrus test is successfully deleted. And what the interesting thing about this is that since it's an orchestration framework, when deletion happens, it's gonna delete the entire stack. So if I go ahead and also delete my network, you will see that it will delete the interface that it created, the router, the subnet, and the network. So it's a clean delete. which is really good. So my router is gone and my network is gone. So let's go to the next experience, which is the browser-based experience. Let me log in. And this is also backed by Keystone. So you can see a few meters that are there that shows how much quota you have left and what are the instances you have spun up. So right now, I don't think that there's anything spun up yet, which is using heat. So if I go to flavors and applications, it will bring up all the supported applications and flavors that we have. So right now it says that we support MySQL and Cirrus and M1 medium, tiny, and small. We have launch instances where you can provide the name, the application type, and a flavor. But instead of spinning with that, let's try doing the same thing with our chatbot. So let me say spin up an m1.tiny Cirrus instance from me. So what this is going to do is it's going to send a request back to our service to spin up a tiny instance of Cirrus. It usually takes a while for the orchestration to complete, but as you can see, it tells me that it has scheduled it for me and I should be able to look it up in the CLI or dashboard. So if I go back to the CLI, and say word get applications, I can see that the new instance is up. So let's try this one more time. And it's available.